Hey, Kevin here, top 100 financial advisor, two-time author, one-time bestseller. And no, you do not have to take your money out of the bank. I've seen a lot of questions and stuff in groups about people like, should I go and just withdraw all of my money out of the bank because we may be in a recession and because of the virus and all of these other types of things. You're okay. You do not have to withdraw your money from the bank at all. There's nothing wrong with the banking system. You can argue that there's something wrong with the stock market. It has nothing to do with your actual cash in the bank. We have what's called the FDIC. That is basically insurance for your money up to $250,000. And you can actually increase that amount of insurance if you have more than $250,000. I've worked at some of the largest banks in the country. Nobody needs to run and take their money out of the bank. You are 100% safe. You're not going to lose any money by putting the money in the bank. So let's talk about it very quickly. I'll go right here. This is the FDIC's website. It is the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. We put this in place. I want to say it was in the 1930s or so. But we put this in place so that when people panic and go to the bank, that you don't have to worry about it not being there. Okay. So FDIC has never failed. Never failed. You're going to be okay. You're insured up to $250,000. Now, the great thing about it is, let's say you have more than $250,000. You have other ways to protect your money. So the way the FDIC works, you can read all the details here. I'm just going to broadly summarize it. Is, for example, I, as a single person, have, if I open up a savings account or checking account in my own name, I have $250,000 for me at one bank. So let's say at Bank A, I got $250,000 for just me. If I go to Bank B, I get another $250,000 insurance there. If I go to Bank C, I get another $250,000 insurance there. So I've dealt with high net worth clients who had 1.5, 2 million, and they would just say, look, I don't want to go over the insurance. I just want to put 250 here. I'm gonna go somewhere else. That's why they do it, because they want to make sure that should something happen, which cash wise, nothing is happening. They want to make sure that they are insured there. So again, people split it up and go to different banks. Now, if you don't have $250,000, you are still insured, but you don't have to go to a different bank. I like having multiple banks just because one could be compromised in terms of like data security. But you can have as many banks as you want. It's okay. You're going to be insured. However, the other thing you can do is, as one person, I have 250. My wife, as one person, she has 250. So she has an account in her name. I have an account in my name. That's a $500,000 of insurance coverage that I now have. And then we can get a joint account together. And that's another 250 for us. So that's 500. So that's 500,000 plus her 250 plus her 250 plus my 250 and plus her 250. So that's how you can, that's essentially $1 million in FDIC insurance coverage between just two people. Again, FDIC never failed, not once, not ever. And no, this is not the time that would happen, because nothing wrong with the banking system. It's just a virus that is cutting supply, which means that people can't sell what they want to sell, and the stock market is falling because of that. Nothing wrong with the banking system. You're insured. You're going to be okay. Let's say if you have $260,000 at one bank, take 10 of it out, go put it in another bank, and you're fine. Or add a joint holder on it, and you're fine. So there's nothing wrong with the banking system. You are okay. You do not need to withdraw your cash out of the bank. When it comes to your investments, that's a different story. You can follow the page, go to buildingbread.com, figure out what you need to do from the investment side of things. But again, you're going to be okay. Don't take your money at the bank. You're going to be all right. If anything, you're getting some interest there that you may not be getting in the market because it's kind of doing crazy things. So relax. Make sure you share this video. You're not the only one that's concerned about it. You're not the only one that's asked. It's okay. So go ahead and share it, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.